Summer has officially begun, but you may be seeing fewer burgers and hot dogs on the grill. The price of ground beef and chicken have reached an all-time high, and many people are being forced to rethink their food choices. So here for more analysis is Michael Herzer. He's an agriculture reporter for Bloomberg. Thanks for joining us. I almost feel like we're going to need one of those string diagrams to explain to people how everything is so interconnected in a way that you would never imagine. That would, what's happening in Europe leads all the way back to the price of your burger on the barbecue during the weekend. So let's talk about it, though. Specifically, meat prices. Why are we seeing meat prices soaring? And I know that, what's impacting chicken may be different than what's impacting beef.
Yeah, so just to rewind a little bit, meat plants were one of the big hotspots in the COVID outbreak back in 2020, and it's really been an extremely volatile period since then. So farmers are just really struggling to figure out the exact supply and demand scenario, and the war in Ukraine has really led animal feed prices to skyrocket, and fuel prices as well. So farmers have extremely high costs, and the meat plants have been making record profits. So I guess the big thing is we need maybe more companies producing meat nowadays.
So you're talking about the price of grain, which you use to feed the animals, the price of fertilizer, which would grow the grain, like everything's sort of interconnected. And I know there was like an avian flu or something along those lines that was affecting birds and eggs and all that stuff. So is this is clearly not something that's just happening here in the U.S. It's happening beyond our borders.
Totally, yeah. It's really, against that whole backdrop is just a growing world population and more people entering the middle class and starting to eat chicken or pork globally. That's, maybe the top factor longer term. So it's, right now, it's just costing Americans who have become accustomed to eating a lot of meat. It's becoming more painful to kind of adopt that same diet.
And, before we were talking about meat, we were talking about the price of wheat. And so can we also expect to see, I don't know, like pizza, which is usually cheap and plentiful, also go up because of the price of wheat and the price of flour?
And that sort of has already happened. We have some CPI data coming out next week, and cereal, grain, cookies, really everything is getting extremely costly. And it's just, for the consumer looking for sale prices or maybe eating less or just really trying to budget your way into a nice meal.
Right. And we should say that for us here in this country, we still have many, many options and a lot of affordable food. There are other places where they were already on a razor's edge, and this is going to make things much more dire for them. Michael Herzer, thank you very much.
Thank you.